Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of the Conversation Capital. Super excited to be doing something very different today. We have Bonga, who's usually behind the camera. Now she's slightly out of view of the camera. And she's going to be doing my makeup as we prepare for one of our guests that's coming in. We want to chat all things to do with hair and standards of beauty around hair, because today I am cutting my hair. So we will be documenting that and sharing that with you guys as well. And just my reservations around, I've been saying I've been cutting my hair for the past year. It's been, I remember the one day I went and I sat in the barber chair and the guy picked up my hair and I was like, don't touch my hair. And he was just like, because I had sat in that salon for so long. And he was just like, what's going on with you? And I just completely freaked out. And it goes back to, an identity. And I will say, especially with me, it's definitely been an identity of mine.
Yes.
So before the locks, I had a huge afro, and I was Ursh with the afro. And before the afro, I had long relaxed hair for as long as I can remember. From primary, I had very long relaxed hair, and I was Ursh with the long hair, And so the last time I had short hair, I'm sure I was grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 with Chico style,
So this is big.
This is a big deal for me. It really is such a huge deal. And my dependency on just having my hair.
Yeah.
But I really want to let go of that, I want to let go of, like Alicia Keys went through that thing with like...
Now she wears no makeup.
Now she wears no makeup. And it all liberated.
Yeah.
But beyond all of that, I think there's a lot that came with specifically the era of my locks, my mid-20s, and they were nice. Damn, my mid-20s were nice. I remember... in Nigeria, when I was celebrating my 25th birthday, when I let my locks loose because they were underweave. That time they were small enough to go underweave. And I remember they were like, why do you keep your hair like that? The only other person I saw with dreadlocks in Nigeria was a hobo.
Wow.
So, but everywhere else, I must be honest, guys, if you've traveled with locks, you would know that they just, like, why is your hair like in South Africa?
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, we've got Boklema Wisa. Even back at home in Malawi.
I know in the workplace, like professionally, people would be like, dreads are not for work, blah, 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 or put them up in a particular style to make them a bit more pleasing for the workplace. However, I didn't know, like, everyday people see dreads and think...
Even South Africa is much better, and I will say it's because of pioneers like Boklema Wisa. Otherwise, it's not considered a very palatable, the word you like, hairstyle. It really isn't. But anyway, so...
But that also speaks generally about natural hair in society.
Yes, it really does. So I've got a lot of memories attached to this, and especially it being the last year of my 20s.
This is actually,
I just want to enter into a new season of my life and a non-hair dependent season.
But you're going to makeup.
Yes, let's get to the makeup. So we are preparing for a guest that is coming in, so... Yeah, so just going through that phase of just like trying to move past that. Although I've been consulting with the likes of Bonga and my other cousin as well, who's like, you're actually going to depend on makeup a lot more without your hair. Because I know, Bonga, you had short hair.
I had short hair, and I also went through something similar as you. Like, I was like, how would you feel? Like, I want you to be beautiful or feel beautiful without your hair.
Sure.
To myself. And then I was like, okay, let me go cut my hair. And I enjoyed it. I really did. But it took it was a big step for me because at that time, my hair was a big part of my identity. But like you said, each and every stage is because also now that I'm growing my natural hair, that's also a big part.
Yeah, I can't imagine you without this afro.
Exactly. And if I were to relax, it feels like I'm selling out.
Yes, that's another thing with natural, and that's actually, that's another thing with natural hair is automatically Osole advocate.
Osabak.
Osole pioneer or activist rather. You become this activist, and it's like, I don't think there's much concealer in that left. Okay. It's like, that's not the case.
Yes.
I'm keeping my hair this way. I will be honest, I mean, I've had weaves before, but I'm not a fan. I'm especially not a fan of like the shedding in the bathroom, but I'm
I almost said you're old.
Yeah, I cannot think of it.
You're old.
I am old. But
you're thinking clearly nice, see.
When somebody with a weave visits my house, I'm always like, because I'm not used to that experience. It's a bit like me.
Yeah. And I think it's dried out.
Oh, if it Guys, I'm not a makeup girl. You see, now I'm not going to be a makeup girl. I'm not going to have hair. I'm going to look like
I was like, when I started working, I was like to myself, what's happening? How's I got that makeup? What
No, really.
What do you use for? You use your hands for your foundation.
I do use my hands. Do you want to use a brush? You can use any one of the brushes.
Let me use this one.
Okay.
You don't use anyone else.
No.
This for anything else.
No, I don't. I actually hardly use brushes. Yeah, and there's also definitely an insecurity around looking boyish because I'm a chunky girl.
Yeah.
Anyone's only chunky. Or about bold.
And you know what? That's also what we think. It's not necessarily. In fact, I think chunky girls look better. I remember, I remember Lebu Mashile when she had short hair.
Oh, yes.
I think it's chubbier girls way better.
Really?
Yeah, but because of our round face and stuff.
Over 8 I'm fair too. And then now I actually don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I feel like I'm going to chicken out again.
Let's not talk too much about it.
No, because I can't chicken out. I really have to do it now. It's now and never.
When you have exotic genes, Pale.
Oh, nana.
You have exotic genes.
I hope so. We're thinking.
But that's the case for most girls. We go through such a process. And after that process, like, oh my gosh, no, it's time for me to go cut.
Yes.
It's so crazy.
I also think I might go through. And yeah, it really is also a lot to do with that because there's just so many things that right now I'm going through a phase where I'm doing so much.
You want something that doesn't require
that sometimes
you.
to stop and think of taking 2 hours out to do my hair is so frustrating.
My nails looked so horrible. They were like overgrown now. And I just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Yeah.
Even my guy friends are like, hey, Manala, what's happening? And I'm like, I just do not have the time. So yeah, I used to look at girls that were quite plain. And I'd be like, oh my gosh. Not high-tighty, but I couldn't have imagined myself as that girl. But now I get it. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be spending time that I could have used for something else on how I look.
Yes.
And I used to hate how people would say, like, in lectures, to me, in varsity, I used to hate how they'd say to me, when do you get the time? What? And I'm like, you wake up a bit earlier. But now I'm just like, in that time, I would much rather. But it's a nice realization to come to on your own.
But I don't know, are we rahula?
I think priorities change. Priorities definitely do change.
Like I would always beat my face now. No.
Exactly. No, I'm also like when I started working, I thought like I was gonna be the girl with the high heels.
Yes. By the way, Bonga is very loud. Extreme. I'm sure you guys have muted or put the volume down. Yes, but it's true.
I'm just like, jokes. I want to get to work enough energy. I don't want to. So, you want to Lady, maybe go back next. Maybe I can now.
I can vouch. I don't know though. Yeah, I don't know. Especially after working from home for 2 years, it's very difficult for me to get all preppy and dolled up for them. Especially because kiddie students, I'm just like, you'll take what I give you.
Our editor's gonna have so much work putting in captions. I keep forgetting, we are international.
on the tubes. But yeah, no. I definitely, I struggle to get all dolled up for work. On some days when I feel, but otherwise.
Linda, I carry a pair in my bag and then... Yeah, on those days, then I can be dolled up. Dolled up, I think you can.
Yeah, no, it just...
But my other colleagues call the sizes of the heels that I wear the top.
No, but it also, post-lockdown, it's difficult to wear heels. Am I the only one who's experiencing that?
Well, I've never been a heels girl, so...
I used to wear kim.
Now,
and I think it's just, for 2 years we weren't.
Well, you know what? Even when I think about makeup, lockdown. I was actually watching something, I can't remember the particular YouTuber, but she was speaking about how it stopped booming. Beauty stopped booming during lockdown. That's when they're taking
Taking care of our skin, yeah.
That's when we're taking care of our skin.
Yes.
That's when we're taking care of how we looked itself on our own. So I think that had a lot to do. And I'm quite happy for us. I like makeup. I love makeup. But I'm happy that we're reaching a place where we don't love it that much or need it that much.
Like now,
it's
more... After my big chop. Keep on. I'm probably going to wear makeup.
In fact, no, you must challenge yourself.
What challenge? To look like a boy?
You're happy. It's too much challenges, ne?
It's too much.
Short hair and now.
It's too many challenges. Though, I want to hear from you guys' perspective because, I must be honest, I've been asking a guy friend of mine, I should say my partner.
Yeah, your partner. At least you're a partner.
Yeah. I've been saying, so how do you feel about me chopping my hair? And he keeps like, whatever. I'm like, what do you mean whatever? How do you feel about it? How do you feel? How would you feel if, your girl just chopped her hair?
I want to first get into you asking him that question. Like, for me, I think the fear of such a question would be, do you really want my honest opinion?
Because I'll kill him if he says he doesn't.
Exactly.
He wouldn't want to do it.
It doesn't feel like a question. It feels more like a trap.
Yeah, just reassure me. That's all I want.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. So for one, I've had my person cut her hair like many years ago. Now the reason why it was so significant for her is because she hadn't done it ever since she was a child. She had the hair that this is the hair you were born with.
No.
Guys, which one do you use for your eyebrows?
I usually use the one in the smaller palette.
Oh yes. Oh there.
Yeah, so she literally had never cut her hair.
Yeah.
That was the very first time. Yeah, and it was a very emotional.
That's heavy. So she never even changed. Like,
Yeah. So it was I already knew, and I had already prepared myself that I'm gonna have to keep reassuring her, even Jay for nothing. Just wake up and say, "Yo,
I love this hair."
Can we please give an award? That is necessary. Unnecessary. We need it.
Why did you do
But
this sooner?
here's the thing about me, right? When I do that, I want to mean it, right? I really want to mean it because I want you to know that when I'm shocked that you look pretty, it's because I am, rather than wanting to do it for the sake of, ticking a box.
If somebody can just tick the box, get up.
No, trust me, you want to know. There are times you need to know whether a person is being genuine or not.
And sincere.
Yeah. But another thing is, I think that for us as guys, it's a much less of a concern, and I'm speaking in a general sense. I know there are dudes out there who would be like, no Apollo, or something like that, Like, I know that there are dudes who think of it that way, but I don't think, because of the way we perceive our hair, I don't think we often associate it with as much meaning as you guys do. Yeah. So that's why shrugging my shoulders when you ask me how do you feel is a normal thing. For me, it's cutting my hair is convenient. When I'm late for a meeting, I can literally just take a brush, get into the car, and sort my hair out on my way to the meeting. Yeah, or even in the office, just quickly, then run into the meeting. So for us, it's a matter of convenience, where we generally are minimalists. But I think it's my issue with women cutting their hair is when it comes to a guy being in the picture. It's uncomfortable because of the fact that I don't know if, as you're going throughout this process, are you going to allow me to be frank with you?
Sure.
Are you going to allow me?
Babes, you look like a tennis ball.
Wabona. And personally, I find girls with short hair very hot. Like, very hot. I just think it's just a matter of how you make it work, to be quite honest.
True. I just see myself being dependent on lashes.
Yeah, you like when I cut my hair. You did you mistake it as like a mere? Anyway, when I cut my hair, the first thing I did is put on false eyelashes.
Yes.
And then what happened? Nikki Kentucky, a lady who didn't know her business. What did I do when I got home? I was so irritated. ganga baby oil, and I was trying to get them off. But yeah, that's the first thing I did. But I feel like some of these things you're conditioned to think you need them. Honestly, like once you get used to it.
Because ngwanana give me really, guys.
Wabon?
Ngwanana give me ngwanana give me really. Ngwanana give me.
Ngophe, what's that video that that guy? What in Ngophe? Funin Ngophe.
Yo, guys, tell Bonga to use her inside voice. Somebody comment and tell Bonga to use her inside voice. Hey, Yamadish. So all those things, I mean,
they really do play a role in how we see ourselves. But I think that's why it's so liberating to say, I'm going to detach myself from all of these things.
True. I mean, there was this girl whose YouTube channel I recently started following, and wow, I mean, I saw a little video of her on Instagram going, welcome to the itty bitty titty community, because she had a boobs extraction.
Okay.
Implantation, and to take them out. Extraction. I think it was an implant extraction, something like
that.
Oh,
she was taking out her implants.
And she was explaining how as soon as she put them in, how much weight they put on her lungs, and how she actually throughout the time was just struggling to breathe. And she says, you know what, I'm not against people putting, but they weren't for me, and they weren't a good match for my body. And
no one speaks about the health implications of these things.
Yeah. And you know, so she's gone through this whole journey of like really just trying to be as bare as possible. I mean, she even like changed her diet a lot. She's, I think, vegan, if I'm not mistaken. And I was just like so engulfed at how difficult. I mean, this girl is a supermodel. She's gorgeous, and just looking at how dependent she is on the stuff. And I was just like, all of us, because there's some people you look at and you think there's no way this person could, you know,
feel some type of way about how they look.
I mean, even when Beyonce released Pretty Hurts, it was so heavy for all girls, because I mean, if Beyonce can say Pretty Hurts, you know, because for Nna Beyonce is the type, I woke up like this.
Yes.
No, technically, she also sings that song, right? Yeah, so, you know.
But it also talks about the different stages or duality, like your
duality of life.
Yes,
like,
and beauty as girls.
There's some mornings I wake up and I don't need a speck of makeup. I'm good. You know, mascara, no mascara.
Yes.
Let's go.
You feel great.
Yes. And there are other days where a beat is absolutely necessary.
You're right.
And that is part of the duality of life. But I think I'd love to be at a place where it's never necessary to put on makeup. I put it on because I want to.
And even when you feel like you're not your best, every time I use
inside joke.
Okay. Yeah. To reach a place where even on those bad days, you're fine. And it's not necessarily bad days. I don't think I did as well as you do on yourself, though.
I also don't think so.
Yeah. We were talking about how you do makeup on yourself.
Yeah, you always do better on yourself. Well, those people that are good with makeup. What I mean is like you always...
Yes, hagri artist
you always match your face best. Linda, some makeup artists, when they do my face, I'm always like...
Yeah. At least I'm not an artist, so I can get away with it.
Yes.
What was I saying? Oh, I was saying on days when you don't feel like you're looking your best, to also go out on those days. Because I've also seen how sometimes, because of how I feel, how I look at myself is different. Because I look at my pictures and be like, you look the same. Maramani, I felt so gorgeous and I felt like I was glowing. But then on the same day, different day, same look, everything.
I'm giving you a palette. I don't know. What are you doing my eyes?
I think you need to wash this off in any case.
No, I'll keep it. Don't worry. So the episode where I've got wonky makeup, you must know Bonga did it.
You're ruining my street cred because but bang makeup omuhle eshla. But bang makeup omuhle.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's just crazy how...
So are you ready?
All girls go through. I don't know. I definitely need to cut my hair. I mean, I'm going on holiday.
The other reason... Sorry. The reason, Vele, some of it is that it's heavy.
Yes. Yeah, no. It's
you can't go
heavy. Yeah, like I said now.
Swimming as much.
Yes. I love swimming, first of all. And I'm going on holiday next week. And I want to just like pop my head in the ocean without worrying about the salt water and the real practicalities of it, you know. Dreadlocks are very heavy, you know. So, sorry guys, we got a phone call there for a split sec. You were asking me about
Are
the
you
weight.
ready?
Am I ready?
Yes.
Yeah, and the weight of the actual hair. So yeah,
Some of the reasons.
I hate that when I go on vacay, I can't like swim as freely. Like, let's say if I'm on vacay for 7 days, I need to choose which days I'm gonna swim because I can't be blow drying.
Every day.
Dreadlocks takes forever to blow dry. Like if you swim for an hour, you're gonna be blow drying for another 2, and it's exhausting. And for somebody who really enjoys swimming as much as me, like over the past few years, especially now that they're heavier, I can say in the past 3 years, that I just haven't been swimming as much, and that makes me really upset.
And practicality around hair is actually an important feature. I was saying to you, in order to get more pigment for an eyeshadow, sometimes you use your finger. So on that eyeshadow you're using, use your finger, or one of the difference. Anyway, I was saying with practicality, that's why some girls also prefer weaves, because it's like in the morning you just take it off. You just put it on, and in the evening you can go back to your comfortable hair and then take the weave off. So yeah, hair has to be practical, and that's why there's also been movements also sometimes to some girls are moving away from natural hair because a lot of girls don't find it to be
we've been advocates for long hair, but it's such a difficult thing to keep
But
up
I also feel like it's difficult because we've made it difficult. Like relaxed hair
is so much easier.
No,
what are you saying?
It's easier because we were conditioned and grew up with it being that way. I feel like if we grew up having hectic wash days once a month, we'd be fine with natural hair because it won't seem as a cost on ourselves. Well, when I weight, I feel it, right?
Yes,
but the natural hair detangling, people don't want to detangle, people don't want to what. And I feel like it's because we've never had to invest that much in ourselves. I feel like if we did it once, we grew up, our mothers taught us, once a month, you spend a day, not a day, a few hours, whatever, detangling your hair. It wouldn't be the big fuss people make it out to be.
I absolutely agree with her, actually. What she's basically saying is if you spend time doing something, you become better and better at it.
Exactly.
So if young black girls were taught from it's been a long time that these companies have been working on manufacturing a relaxing product for relaxing. If there would have been systems in place by now that black people had, which even our salons, the reason we don't have a lot of natural hair salons is because everybody was relaxing. So you would find, Uguti, by now we would have had natural hair salons that are more affordable because there's so few, they charge a premium.
Expensive. Yeah, they are very
and they are
expensive.
located in the Lani areas.
And like my wash day, I don't even have a wash day. Like I go and I wash my hair and I condition and whatever. So because it's a new thing, I get the fact that people want to make it. It's a bit complicated. It's made to seem complicated. But because I've been a natural hair girl for so long, now I've gotten my, no, it's not as much work as people make it out to be.
Sure, guys, I must be honest. When I decided to lock my hair, it's because natural was kicking me sideways. You know, the combing of natural hair.
But once you also get the technique, like I have a particular comb, I know never to comb it.
But that's another thing about me is that I came to limiriri.
Happy people don't want to, the other thing, it's like makeup. People don't want to learn. People don't want to learn.
I also agree. It has to be something that you've got a slight passion for.
Yeah.
Or
a little investment. I wouldn't even say passion.
A little investment on how to do it.
Yes.
And I think I never did teach myself how to do natural hair. And that's why every time it was time for combing it, I would rather do the twists and then untie in the morning than to go through the combing exercise.
Yes.
You know, and I hope this doesn't distort our sound. But rather than to go through the whole, natural hair. It's difficult. I keep my lashes in here, by the way, it's on medication. No, natural hair is very difficult. But now I'm going to brush cut.
Yes. No, so too. You're just a wake up girl.
Wake up and go.
Wake up and go.
Sure, that it freaks me out, eh? I feel like I'm gonna be single.
He doesn't deserve you. If your hair's gonna make him leave. Also, like as I grow up, I'm always so shocked at the number of things we think men care about that they don't.
That's why Kevin was saying.
Exactly. That's why the thought came up to me because I'm just like, it's so crazy how the things we're concerned about.
But be honest. Do you prefer a girl with hair or not?
Honestly speaking, if a girl can make short hair work, I'm for it.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
quite
Just look
honestly
nice.
for it,
Just look nice.
Just look nice. Just look nice.
Even
if you
with
can
makeup,
make it work.
a lot of guys say that. Mara Baba and they look like jokes, so don't wear it. But if you're gonna look nice,
if you can, I mean, even myself, if I'm having long hair and I'm not making it work, there are guys with big afros and they know how to make it work in a suit. They know how to make it work at a party. It just looks good. I'm not that guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I will not keep long hair. So if you can make short hair work and just, I think it's perfect, honestly.
and I think that's the golden rule with everything, Shem. If you just look nice.
If you just look nice. I will look nice, I think.
No, I have no doubt. Exotic.
Thank you for the confidence, please, Star. I really appreciate it. Hey, guys.
So did you find a place to do it?
I want to go cut at the lady who twists my locks.
Okay.
Because she'll know how to cut it in such a way that she can reattach them.
One
day when I want to reattach.
Okay.
So she'll do the chop, and then I'll probably shave it off within that place, the soft locks.
Yes, I see.
So Batwaisa did dreadlocks, and then this side there's men cutting hair. Then I really want the most basic thing.
Okay.
I'll do the pinks and whatever after I've gone through just basic.
Yes, that has.
Yeah, and then I want to try pink, and I really want to play around with my hair. I mean, it's my last year of my 20s. I want to go crazy. And yeah.
I like that for you.
Nah.
Yeah, I like that for you.
Yeah, so we'll definitely go
Pink,
through that.
blue.
Yes, turquoise.
Yes.
Tennis ball hair, here we come. So I'm at South Locks in Brum. I'm coming to the lady who usually does my dreadlocks to cut them off, because she knows how to cut them in a way that we can reattach them at some point if I want to. And yeah, I am very nervous and excited. I'm with my friend Senzi, and it's after church, so I feel like I've got all the energies to do this. Yeah, I'm shaking a little bit because I'm so nervous. But yeah, here we go. 5 years of dreadlocks, and it's time to say goodbye. Let's go. I love what you're doing right now. Hi, so this is Lee, and she's been doing my hair for the past 5 years. Hello. She's the most amazing loctician in town for those of you that are looking to lock their hair. And so I don't know what strategy she needs to apply to cut my hair, but she's the best, and she's gonna do it.